You know what? Men! Oh my God! Men!
Who are the primary victims of war?
I'll say women.
Why?
Okay.
How?
I mean, I guess the outcomes of going to war, like what happens with women and like cities that are invaded.
So let's assume military deaths are like nearly exclusively male. Like 99.99% male.
if you're
all
cutting
war.
out civilian casualties to prove this point,
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Then men.
but he can, especially since you're specifically looking at the United States. So, for instance, of the 292,000 members of the U.S. military who were killed by enemy fire, 16 of them total were female. 16.
of the
From the
United States. Yeah.
Total. 16 from the United States for all of World War II. All of it.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's not evolution, it's education. The reason why women don't care about men's struggles is because they are taught not to care about men, and also because men allow women take them for granted, by always finding excuses for girls' and women's bad behaviors, and still be willing to do right by them even when they are not deserving of right treatment. That is why it is up to the individual man to make his presence valuable. Those who do not value your presence or your participation should get nothing from you, but your absence. That's just how I move. But again, at the end of the day, life is a choice. Men will die by the tens of thousands, and somehow women are still affected. Men will get blown to smithereens, and women will still find a way to play the victim. And that is because men as a whole don't care about the fact that women don't give a ish about men's lives and sacrifices.
I think your boyfriend is perfect, and I love him. And Kelly is...
Alright, so I know your sister does, and my brother knows I do, but he just doesn't accept it, and he's just scared for it. So, what's your advice? Alright, so there's pros and cons to this. The pros are, you get to go to Disneyland with me.
Serious?
You have, your sister has cool cars, like an Audi R8. It's just like a whole lot of cool things. So the cons is that the people at school, it could be really, like, weird. What's the weirdest thing that you've witnessed at school? Someone has a whole Dropbox of my sister's content.
Jesus Christ.
Your brother's friend probably have like Dropbox stuff. That's so awful to think about. But like, just tell your brother to just accept. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is a daily allowance for me. Okay, just accept it. Accept it, yeah. Like, accept it. Look at this. Pants on pants.
The love of money is the root of all evil. This is the world that we live in. People are willing to sacrifice dignity and moral just to make a buck. Yes, it's good. You have the money right now, but what happens next? How long can you go ignoring the eyes on you? And not only the eyes on you because you are doing something good, but those eyes are on you because you are selling yourself on the internet. And the worst part is that, I don't know if these women are really aware of the fact that they are not going to stay young forever. The store is called Forever 21, but guess what? In life, you will never be forever 21. That beauty that they are using to milk simps out of money, that beauty will fade and, no amount of money can ever buy your dignity back. But again, at the end of the day, life's a choice. Maybe they are making all that money so that she can buy cat food and wine. Who knows?
Alright, I get this question way too much, even in school. Basically, everywhere I go, if I ever get recognized. What do they mean if it's pink?
Dude, I told you.
Don't hit me with the car.
Bro. I don't know what I have to tell you, but
You're hiding something, clearly.
I'm not hiding anything.
Say that shit with a straight face.
It is my Audi R8.
No, the f it's not. You have a pink. Okay, there's so many things that's pink. Literally, look, there's so much that's pink that it can't just be your Audi R8.
That's like the most expensive pink thing.
Okay, hold on.
Or, I mean, it could be
Maybe like a hot or cold game.
Sure.
Is it an object?
Yes.
Something that you can hold.
Yes.
Hold the object. Okay. Is it like an electrical device?
No.
lost their minds. How you gonna tell somebody you fine? Let me get your Instagram. I'm gonna talk to you. Da da da. And I say, okay, buy me a hot dog from the corner lady. He gonna say you wildin'. You can't buy me a hot dog, but you want to talk to me?
Actually have found that I think men are more likely to have bizarrely unrealistic expectations. I have so many girlfriends who are highly accomplished, highly educated, great people, and just wonderful women. And the dating pool is absolutely brutal for them.
What are these men looking for?
It is entirely unclear to me that it's like, why are their men not jumping to want to date them? So if
Well, Alicia, those are not bizarre and unrealistic expectations, because reality is that ultimately men want to build a family, okay? And most men don't want to be with an accomplished and educated woman because those women are entitled, demanding, and a pain to deal with. Even different studies would tell you that that's the case. So most of your accomplished and educated friends are very likely to end up with a cat instead of a family, just like Whoopi.
Again, it's not about evolution. It's about education. The problem is that feminism has told women that achieving outside of the home is the end-all be-all, that they should act all high and mighty for having those kind of achievements, and that the entire world should know that they have some specific degrees. Feminism is telling women that they should be dicks for achieving what they have achieved. I think that a lot of men will be fine dealing with a woman who has achieved something in the world, but due to the attitude and how the external world changes women, I can see the why most men don't want to deal with successful women. And I also have to point out that a lot of women nowadays are not taught how to regulate their behavior. Most of the time, if any. They don't know the difference between work and home. While we teach boys to be humble in success, girls are taught to rub their successes in everybody else's faces. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of successful women who are good women and well-behaved, but unfortunately, because of the majority's actions, the stigma stuck, and here we are.
Women today are more successful than ever. They're more professionally successful. They're more financially independent. Women get more college degrees and graduate degrees than men do. There's even some data that over 50% of business startups are done by women. There are a lot of resources now for women in the corporate world, in the world of tech. When it comes to building a career, it's the best time in history to be a woman. However, as women become more successful, the dating pool of acceptable men significantly shrinks. This is an uncomfortable truth to talk about, but women are hardwired to be attracted to men who are in the same socioeconomic status or higher. So as we are now living in this modern era where women are more successful than ever, you see a lot of these women surpassing men educationally, professionally, financially. So that means that the dating pool available to these women is smaller and smaller and smaller. It is what it is. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. It is what it is.
First and foremost, she forgot to point out the fact that women are more unhappy than they have ever been. That being said, it's not what it is. This woman is saying that it's not good nor is it bad, and that is BS. It is bad, and that is because, number one, society is being negatively affected, and number two, most women did not achieve their success on their own. Women's success is built upon the destruction of men's dreams, destroyed males' aspirations, and the destruction of masculinity. And that's not success, that's welfare. Everything has become hostile to men. Women are being given things that men have to earn. And now, they are reaping what they have sowed. Are they women who have achieved through their hard work? Yes. Are they men who have received hands out? Yes. But the fact is that society is structured to advantage women over men. She's talking about a pool of eligible men, but they never talk about a pool of eligible women. All of those successful women that she's talking about, all of them have a body count higher than that of the predator, they have a stinky attitude, and most of them have not earned what they have achieved. She talked about 50% of all startup being women. But guess what? She's not pointing to the fact that most of those startups are subsidized by the government. They talk as if women were able to build something from the ground up, even though almost everything that women do in society is subsidized by the government.
Would you rather be with a broke man that loves you so much, or with anything apart from that, or with a billionaire that provides for you but doesn't love you and cheats on you? Billionaire. Like, I didn't even have to think about it. Like, obviously the billionaire. Love goes out the window, mate, when there's no fucking food on the table. I mean, are we talking about broke? Like, absolutely broke? Like, no. What am I going to do with that love? I can't eat that love. Someone's love wants to fly first class. That's a famous quote from Love is Blind.
Oh, yeah.
What am I going to do? That broke man would probably not be so in love with you if he was a billionaire. Yeah, because you never know how people change when they got loads of money. You don't know a man until a man has power. Yeah, that's so true. I agree.
You heard it. And I'm just going to say this. Treat women the way women treat men. Do not settle for the okie dokie. Do not settle for the bare minimum. If she has nothing of significance to bring into your life, don't deal with her, the same way as she will not deal with you if you have nothing of significance to bring in her life. Cooking, cleaning, taking care of the house, yes, those things are good, but that's the bare minimum. As matter of fact, you will be doing those things for yourself if you are single. So, if she does not add something on top of that, something of value, things like dignity, purity, resourcefulness, insight, self-accountability, and most importantly, strong moral values. You accepting her just the way she is, just shows that you are a sucker. Because if you do not bring something of significance in a woman's life, she will not deal with you. So do not deal with women who are not going to bring something of significance in your life. Simple as that.
No, a good girl, I'm telling you, the best girlfriend, the best girls to find is somebody who don't even need you. Like, that's what I'm saying. Go day for day. But the best, me personally, the most fire thing for me, bro, is a girl who's focused on herself, what she got going on, and financially building up for herself. And you just the add-on. That's just, yeah, you just the add-on. Yeah, bro, you're telling me that you the one that's telling me, no, like, I hate when you pay for my shit, let me pay for it. That's so amazing to me, bro. Like, that shit is so fire, bro. To me, you getting your own shit, you doing your own shit, cause there's girls out here, bro, and you know why? It's the internet. They see people like Jada Waiter, they see people like Ari, they see people like that, and wanna be them, bro. It's so crazy that
they got their own shit. You bugging. Jada Waiter, they got
yeah, I'm saying they seeing that. They're seeing that.
On the surface, this sounds good. Yes, every man need a woman who has something going on for herself. But here's the thing. 1, is that thing aligned to your vision? And 2, if a woman don't need you, then you are superfluous. If a woman don't need you, then, what is she doing with you in the first? When I say need you, I'm not talking about pay my bills or some other hoe demands, you know yourselves the stupidity that modern women love to utter. Here's the thing, a woman must need your guidance, your presence, your support, structure, consistency, and most importantly, a woman must need you to be her moral compass. Which means that you must be, or become a morally sound person. Having money is good, but the goal is for you to have things that money cannot buy. Things like honesty, integrity, and strong moral values. Yes, it is good when a woman has her own things going, but if she doesn't need you, that relationship will never last. Because human beings are fickle, the moment she doesn't need you, she has absolutely no connection to you, she is with you because you are serving a specific purpose at the moment. Again, on the surface this may sound good, but when you dig deep, this is basically the same thing that modern women are doing. They don't need men, they just want men. They have their own money, they have their own things, and what are they doing? Most of them just want to bang the hot guy. But guess what? None of them are marrying the hot guy, and then, when they are done being plowed by Chad, they will turn around and want marriage when they crash into the wall. If she doesn't need you, then you are just a box that she needs to check, and if she doesn't need you, she is not obligated to change her behavior to fit in your frame. You will just be a box that needs to be checked. Now imagine getting married to such a woman. Marriage box. Checked. Again, life is a choice, yes, it may be fun for you to be clapping cheeks, but at the end of the day, what's next?
How long was your last relationship?
Wow, 4 very long years.
4 long years. Do you mind if I ask why that ended?
Well, he was verbally abusive. He never took me out on dates. And he literally told me I was too much when I was just asking for the bare minimum. And I knew I deserved better, so I broke up with him.
Notice how she said he. This screams red flag to me. She seems to be focused on everything that he did wrong in a relationship and hasn't taken the time to reflect and take responsibility for the parts that she's played. She's likely holding resentment towards him and still has work to do before being in a relationship with a healthy masculine man.
Should we promote weight loss for plus size people, or should we promote acceptance?
Oh, well, they're already like that, so we shouldn't push weight loss on them. I think we should just push acceptance. Yeah, I mean, they should try to be healthy, but not lose weight, yeah.
I think we should Just accept. If they're happy and content with how they feel, then that's up to them. It's not me and it's not my choice and it's not my body. And if they're okay with that, then I accept them. If they're the ones that are waking up, you know, and feeling the way that they feel. So why wouldn't I accept them if they accept themselves? So I think acceptance.
Okay, if we have to push acceptance, why don't they also accept to lose weight? Because that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling that watching them hurt my eyes, and I feel like throwing up. So I want them to lose weight. I think that it is fair. That will be it for this video. Thanks for watching, have a good one, peace.